I'm so sorry you're angry. Hairline so fucked up your body.
It's funny because like it was so loud, just fucking JJ. I'm so sorry you're angry.
Exposed. She was perfect from her head to her toes. Get my ex. She can't find someone better. That's why I'm dead.
The first track of Deadinside's EP, titled Dead, it is the Lord of a Diss, Jimmy Diss Track, Reply 2017.
Dying, crying, this will be lying. Trying to start shit, get your teeth kicked in. Trying to start beef and I'll put you in the bin. Trying to start beef and I'll put you in the bin. Call me big-headed, that's a laugh. Wait, got a robe, did you have a cum bath? Trying to impress with the Lambo too. God said something, the rumors are true.
Okay, so he is saying that he is... Oh, I thought I heard you laughing, but that was your what?
What his message behind this track is, it's actually a symbolism for more than just this Jimmy character. He's actually,
Jimmy
doing
is
shots at all of his haters. They just don't understand this music. Like, it is beyond... It is beyond like anything like us mortals have ever seen. Okay.
You're right.
This man. Yeah. So we just, you know, Jimmy is just like kind of a metaphor, you know, for all of these people that just, you know, don't understand him.
He's a symbol.
Yeah.
But let's just read. Let me read these comments out loud. Dying, crying, your diss will be lying. Trying to start stuff, get your teeth kicked in. Trying to start beef, and I'll put you in a bin. So I think what he's trying to say is that he will physically fight him and destroy him mentally, physically, and all of the above. He's pretty much... I mean, those are fighting words. I can understand why someone wants to throw hands with him now. Then he says, call me big-headed, that's a laugh. Why you got a robe? Did you have a cum bath? You're trying to impress with the Lambo too. Compensate for something the rumors were true. So, and then after this, I would say it just all goes downhill. Let's just listen. Go ahead.
Small as your fucking dead brain. Trying to miss a beat now, that's fucking insane. Fucking insane. You got a film crew trying to mess with me too. You pull the wrong move and I'll make you see. I'll finish you off like ABC. My views will be rising like 1, 2, 3.
You gotta think about just like the rhyme scheme. I mean, that's like next. Like, let me say what he said. You pulled off the wrong move, and I'll make you see. I'll finish you off like ABC. My views will be rising like 1, 2, 3. What do you think?
Well, okay. Yeah, so my opinion about this is that, like, he is, like, genuinely just angry at, like, all of these people. He's, like, you know, he's
first gonna get to the last verse of this. Now, I only have 123 subs, and you have 6,000, so just show me some love. I am a god that rains down from above. Dropping this diss is like Jesus drops a dove. Now, I'm done with this, I need a break. When I step in the room, I cause an earthquake. When you reply, then the earth starts to shake. When you reply, new lyrics are baked. The reaction was your worst mistake. What do you think of that fire bars?
Well, if you ask me a question and like on a scale of 1 to 10, like how good was this like song lyrical wise? Not because we all know that is indisputably great, like, you know, sound wise, like it is very pleasant for the ears. But lyrically wise, I'd say it also excels at just like sending the message to this Jimmy character and all of his haters that just don't understand him. Okay.
Yeah, I feel you.
Also, you know, he proudly says, like, hey, my lyrics are going to shake the earth, and they're like Jesus, like the equivalent of Jesus. So
he's calling himself a rap god.
Yeah, and rightly so.
So, what would you give that track out of 10?
Well, personally, I'd say I'd rather he just, like, with the lyrics, I'd rather he just boast about how incredible he is to the rap game. Because he is, you know, he should have the right to say that. But, so, for that, I'm just gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10, only because he is mostly directing the track at this Jimmy character, but, yeah.
Right. Personally, I'm probably gonna give it a 1 out of 10, but let's just move on to the second track. This track is titled Behind the Mask. Let's do this. Oh, 17 likes, 23 dislikes, just to get that out of the way. Let's go. Official audio.
Sue, so I'm making.
This looks like another symbolism to his haters, to be honest, because it says, what's false and what's true, I just break the boundary, I do what I do. So I'm making music, so I'll make you lose it. Hit the dislike button, abuse it. So, you know what I mean? So I feel like, as another symbolism to his haters, hit the dislike button and then abuse it. Yeah, and the chorus is, I'm Josh, I'm cold dead inside. I don't read you hate, this YouTube game I ride. Ain't got depression, don't think of suicide. But if that's your goal, I'm sure, then sure I won't abide. So I think what he's talking about is just, you know, he's on the grind, he's done with haters, and I mean, rightfully so. I mean, the haters are getting to him, you know what I mean? This is actually, fun fact, this was his first non-diss track song, so it is pretty interesting, but so that was a very small review. Here, just listen to a little bit more.
Fuck it, abuse it. I don't care what anybody says, and if they start, I'ma knock them on the head. I just want a little rest.
So, the song is called Behind the Mask. What would you rate it out of 10?
Well, to me, it speaks to a larger audience than just the Jimmy diss track, because everyone has experienced, what's the song about?
Behind the Mask.
Well, like, what's it about?
I think it's about a symbolism to his haters. Basically saying, like, it's like he's trying to tell people who he really is, but he fails a little bit, and all he talks about is his haters. So, I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
Okay, well, I would say, a 8 out of 10 personally, just because he is, you know, his flow, as always, impeccable, alright? Nothing can stand against it. Like,
True.
You know, so...
Very on beat. He's very on beat.
Yeah.
Bro, if he was in the
great.
Migos, his name would be off beat.
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Alright. Moving on to the third banger track so far on this near flawless mixtape. Okay, so his next song is called Killer Instinct. 7 likes, 22 dislikes. So basically, let's look at the comments. So let's just listen. It looks like it's gonna be another depressing song.
Down the streets, saw a strange guy. He took a glance at me. I looked him in the eye. He pulled out a knife and punched in self-defense. I said, "Why?" And then a speech commenced. It's my killer instinct, what my brain says to do. Don't know if it's wrong. Don't know if it's true. That's life, and I'm pretty much through. Just because I'm like this doesn't mean you have to sue. So I said, sorry, my friend. That's it.
Let's just pause for a little second to dissect the lyrical giftness this kid has really got. The passion, the drive, the dedication to making good, like really good songs. So, the lyrics start off, I was walking down the streets, I saw a strange guy. He took a glance at me and I looked him in the eye. He pulled out a knife and I punched in self-defense. I said why, then a speech commenced. It's my killer instinct. It's what my brain says to do. Don't know if it's wrong, don't know if it's true. But that's life, and I'm pretty sure I'm through. Just because I'm like this doesn't mean you have to sue. So I think he's talking about an altercation maybe he had with a hater. This might be another symbolism to haters. What do you think?
Well, Colby, I think that it's actually a real story, okay? Because it's obvious that he has been through the trauma. He has seen some shit, and he...
Sorry, go ahead.
He's been in a gang, all right? Obviously,
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's in a bad type of neighborhood, all right? He's walking down the street, and it's like a real story. So, like, you know, the guy comes up, points a gun at him, and he asks why. So then, of course, the mugger, the stone cold mugger, tells a speech, like telling him, hey, you know,
why he did what he did. Like, pretty much his killer instinct.
Exactly.
His thinking process.
Mm-hmm.
For the look, I'm reading the rest of his lyrics, because obviously, I'm gonna keep it paused for job reasons. And, he says, so I put on my mask, I simply walked past. I had a job to do, and time doesn't last. I pulled a knife from my bag, eyes started to sag. Stabbed my girlfriend 2 times and left with a death lag. She turned to say bye, looked me in the eye, muttered a word, simply said why. It's my killer instinct with the rest of the chorus. So, what this really means to me is that he's kind of a psychopath. That's what it's looking like. I mean, if you stab your girlfriend like that and say it's your killer instinct, that means you're a killer. But you gotta remember, the kid was 11 when he made this track, so more than likely he was just trying to be cool and impress his friends. What do you think?
Well, Colby, if I may add, it's not like the song "Ain't No Rest for the Wicked" at all. Okay, it's not showing symbolism from anyone. Okay, it's nowhere near that song. Okay, it's actually on another level because
Another level beneath it.
Yeah, like the storytelling that this kid, I mean, man, pulls off in this
unique song.
Yeah,
it's a very unique song.
Very unique, and he tells it in such a way that, like, you know, you're at first criticizing the guy that mugs him, and you know, but when he kills his girlfriend, he gets the same explanation. So it's like, you know, it trades off, and it's like, hey, we're all just a monster, and we all have killer instincts. So
yeah, you rate the song out of 10?
10 out of 10. I love story building songs. You know, it's incredible what he does.
Great storytelling. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to give it and probably about the same, a 10 out of 10. So yeah, Killer Instinct so far the best one on the track so far. This mixtape is about an 8 or 9 out of 10 with all 3 combined track ratings. So let's move on to the 4th track, called "What You Thinking."
Hey, I'm so sorry you're angry. Hairline so fucked up, your barber is